steering take together, they are better in our design. So that's all. Thank you.
Presentation. So now you can have questions. Just
Sir, an excellent presentation, an excellent work. Our small queries, because you have taken power wheel, that is rear wheel power wheel, and during going ahead, the lower side will be tight side and the upper side will be slack side. Means just you are pushing the track by going ahead. In that case, if rear wheel is bigger size and front wheel is smaller size, the contact area will be lower. I think if both wheels are same diameter, then the contact area of
What you are saying is right. The only thing is if you are using bigger wheels at the front, you take more time to lift it.
okay.
So we need some gap between the contact patch and the wheel.
That is important.
Yeah,
So thank you.
Sir, we have already tried CNC on square, small square, and we have the most problem in getting the tracks. So basically, no manufacturer in India is ready for making those tracks. So have you any issues in getting
Tracks we have basically requested a manufacturer, car company, they are in Kolkata.
Okay.
So he manufactured specifically for us. This was in the year 2014. Ram Petrol specifically.
Another problem is that you have tried with turning with lifted tracks, but when we try to turn it in field, increasing of sticky soil and other materials inside the track, and that makes it difficult afterwards when it is operating.
Because of that, they made that rear wheels hollow, the wheels are hollow.
Still, sir, in between track and those
Because that was sandy clay soil, your soil is clay soil.
clay soils are really difficult for making that curve. So there should be some solution. It can be.
Actually, we appreciate the towing mechanism which they got. We are just taking simply the power from the power tiller and they are operating the hydraulic cylinder. We are not requiring an extra power or extra source of power.
Sir, what is the cost of modification, sir?
It's not cost challenge. The track itself was costing 8,000 per piece.
So how much total cost?
Total cost will be around 20 to 25,000. Just 2 rims are provided and a lot. That's it.
What about the, sir, you have measured the traction and all that?
Yeah, same thing happened. The benefit is in the soft soil, where sink is more. Also you are getting, but the multiplication factor is only 1.5 times.
Can it be compared with dual tires or
The cost is
tires?
again the cost is a factor. No? If you go for putting 2 wheels at a time, 2 plus 4 wheels will be there.
Cost.
Cost will be increased.
How much is the cost? It's exactly this only
25,000.
25,000 landed cost.
Yeah. See, rims are available 2,000 rupees. These are Maruti rims we have taken, the front.
Okay. So just one query.
Yeah.
Have you contacted any power tiller manufacturer?
Actually, that Mitsubishi party, he came, he took the photograph.
Yeah, actually power tiller are not getting.
There is the conflict between power meters and power tillers now. Lots of conflicts.
Actually, sir, your turning idea is a good and it is patentable. अगर वो फोटो खींच के उसने कॉपी कर लिया तो दिक्कत है।
नहीं, लेकिन डेवलप कौन करने के लिए तैयार होगा?
आप अच्छा की बात है।
Very difficult. We are trying
Yeah,
for last 3 years.
Okay.
Okay, we can have more discussion on this topic. Next thing, development of contact lens. regression model for prediction of tractive performance of wild plant capacity. So you may take 10 minutes. Yeah, that's why I recommended it. I didn't recommend it.
Good morning to one and all present here. My name is Harsha Chandrakar. I am a research scholar from IIT Kharagpur. Today I am going to give presentation on topic development of contact length based regression model for prediction of tractive performance of bicycle tractor tire. The net pool developed by tractor is key element for developing traction. The research study shows that around 20 to 55% of energy transferred to the dry wheel is wasted in soil-tire interface, and the main governing equation is F equal to AC plus W10 phi. So ultimately, how we can get more net thrust is by one option is we can increase the contact area, and another is we can increase the load. And if we increase the load, we will get more rolling resistance. So better option is to increase the contact area.
Harsha, it has already been explained by your
Yes.
guide. So you go ahead.
Yes. And in India, tractor is generally operated at the speed of 3 to 15 km per hour. And in this range, we get maximum tractor efficiency at around 15 to 20%. If we will increase or decrease speed beyond this range, we will get less tractor efficiency. And one way to reduce slip is also to maximize the contact area. Contact area is governed. We can increase contact area either by increasing normal load or decreasing inflation pressure. And also contact area can be increased by both increasing the diameter of the tire or contact length, or by increasing the contact width. And studies have shown that larger diameter tire perform better than the wider one. Larger diameter tire, it also reduces compaction. And in India, medium power ranges tractor are used, and generally 13.6 to 28 radial or bias ply tire used. And since bias ply tire are having more side wall rigidity, so if we will put more same normal load and inflation pressure on bias ply and radial tire, we will get more contact length in case of bias ply tire as compared to radial one. Therefore, I have taken. Now coming to materials and methods. In order to measure contact length, carbon paper is sandwiched between two white sheets and placed beneath the tire. The tire is lowered with the help of hydraulic cylinder. It again raised, rotated few degree, again lowered. Like this, we get the footprint of the tire, and it was traced by using SolidWorks software. And this was the experimental setup. Soft sandy clay loam soil was prepared by using soil processing trolley. Rotary tilling followed by leveling and compacting was done. And this is the view of single wheel testing setup. It consists of main frame, this tire test carriage to accommodate tires of various size, torque transducers, chain drives were there to reduce the RPM, and hydraulic power system, induction motor, proximity sensors are there. Some instrumentations and measurements for testing soil rings are cone penetrometer. These are used to measure the strength of soil, and ring transducer are used to measure the drawbar pull, and torque transducer to measure the torque. Proximity sensor to measure actual and theoretical velocities. They are used ultimately to measure slip, and all the readings that we are getting are stored in computer with the help of data acquisition system. And result shows that for 9.8 kilonewton and 13.72 kilonewton normal load with increase in inflation pressure, contact area get decreased, and this plot shows the variation of contact length with inflation pressure and contact with inflation pressure. And as we move from as we increase inflation pressure, there is more decrease in contact length as compared to weight. And these are the mathematical model to calculate contact length. In this model, normal load and inflation pressure were kept as independent parameter, and contact length were kept as dependent parameter. And validation was done by using another data set, and percentage variation of less than 0.79% and R square of 0.96 shows the goodness of model. And this figure shows the effect of contact length on drawbar pull of the tire. As contact length increases, drawbar pull also increases. Reason may be because due to interaction between soil and tire, due to increase in contact length, there was good interaction between soil and tire, hence drawbar pull increases. This plot shows the variation of tractive efficiency with contact length. With increase in tractive efficiency, with increase in contact length, tractive efficiency also get increases. The reason is due to with increase in contact length, the ground pressure decreases and the rolling resistance decreases, hence tractive efficiency get increased. And this is the model to predict drawbar pull, in which contact length and wheel slip were kept as independent parameters, and drawbar pull were kept as dependent parameters. And validation was done with another data set, and R square of 0.93 shows the goodness of model. And conclusion was that at constant length, for given values of slip, both tractive efficiency and pull get increased as slip increases, as contact length increases. And at constant length, maximum pull was obtained corresponding to maximum slip values. And but at constant length, maximum tractive efficiency was obtained at 70 to 80%. Slip. Reason is because we get maximum tractive efficiency at 15 to 20% range. So that's why in this range only we get maximum tractive efficiency. And R square of 0.96, good R square and very less percentage change between actual and predicted model shows the goodness of model in both of the model.
Thank you. Next, Madam,
this is your Tech project. I got research scholar here.
Yes, sir.
So that is for FTech or PhD?
PhD, like this is some part only, like I will.
It is a part of your field. No, my question is that it is not related to your project. I did my intake in 1977. So it is almost, I think, 47 to 50 years. So I was working on the same problem that time. So for 50 years we are working on the same problem. At IIT Kharagpur also. These are, I think you will get, I think, hundreds of cases on the same project. No sir. Yes sir. So my question is that, sir, now I should raise this problem in this forum only. It is not related to our presentation.
Yeah, because we should not ask this question.
No, it's okay. He has asked a very good
No,
These are the data.
should we continue the same research or there are so many problems?
It is not the same research. It's only part that's what she told now. The database is created.
Which is
And ultimately she is going to apply AI to find out the contract.
that is related to traction and pool and robot pool and slippage and activities.
Interaction, these are the three things are available. Sleep, pool, calculation. These are the
So my question and our discussion is for all in front of our honorable director that we should fix our research aim or the research objective on something else because that is the need of the our.
Can you tell me which contract pieces are available?
Yeah, I think
No, no,
we can discuss it separately.
Okay.
This issue.
Thank you.
Any other question related to her presentation?
Okay, please continue.
Okay, just to go to your conclusion. Third point, I could not understand what my problem is. We are sure this is more than this is more than. Okay, we will check that. I was not able to understand. Third conclusion, that is more than that is more than. At first time, that said, okay, you may say corresponding to civil, more than civil, what is this?
So this is the conclusion from this slide.
No, actually in conclusion it should be clear. And then you mention contact value. For this contact value this one, for this one.
No sir, that
But if we
constant.
read
Okay sir.
conclusion independently, I am not able to understand.
Okay sir. Yes sir, I will take this.
Okay, next. Thank you.
Thank you sir.
Well, that other Rashmi. So she will be presenting on trends in farm machinery trade, analysis of India's exports and imports during last 5 years. Yeah, the whole volume time is maximum 10 minutes. You can 5 minutes, very good. Yeah, maybe must be one or two more. We started late. Now at least
Good morning everyone. I'm Rashmi Mangal, Research Associate in Agri and Farm Economics and Machinery. Today's my presentation topic is Trends in Farm Machinery Trade, Analysis of India's Exports and Imports during last 5 years. Already Professor has discussed about the farm power availability in India. Here in 2021-22, the farm power availability was 3.045 kilowatt per hectare. In that, the major share is
नहीं है पीछे जरा सेफ रहती
the highest share was from tractor, that is share of 63%. Here, the power by cell kind of tractors, in that the 4150 HP range is from in 2011-12 it was 27%,
while now in 23-24 it was 60%, it increased, and the power range 21 to 30 HP was decreased from 42 to 28%. 31 to 40 HP it decreased from 42% to 28%. This shows the Indian farmers are adopting higher HP tractors, driving a shift towards more powerful and efficient machinery in agriculture. This evolution impacts the types of implements required, the rental market potential, and aligns with the push for increased mechanization. The farm machinery manufacturers will need to adopt their offerings to keep pace with these changes, potentially leading to advancement in machinery technology and an increase in the manufacturing or import of high-capacity farm machinery, farm implements. Now the mechanization level in different operations and different crops are already presented, but here I want to mention the overall mechanization level is 47%. It is below 50%, and the constraint behind the higher mechanization level in India are the low adoption rate of new technology among the farmers, as well as limited local manufacturing of advanced and suitable machinery. And we are importing advanced farm machinery from outside India, and that's why the cost of the imported machinery is higher. The gap in accessible and affordable machinery perpetuates low mechanization levels in Indian agriculture, hindering productivity, operational efficiency, and agriculture growth. So, we analyze the farm machinery trade, import and export. The need for this is understanding the market demand, the types of farm machinery in demand in India as well as in abroad, the gaps in domestic production, which machinery types are predominantly imported, we have to find to produce or to improve manufacturing in India. Then competitiveness with the abroad, India's competitiveness in the global farm machinery market, supporting policy formulation. This farm machinery trade insights gives the assist the policy makers in crafting policies to promote local manufacturing, reducing dependency on imports and encourage exports. It also help India to move towards self-reliance by identifying machinery that can be domestically manufactured and reducing the reliance on the imports over time. And also forecasting the economic impact. That's why we analyze the farm machinery trade. Firstly, we analyze about the tractor export and import. We collected this data from the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Government of India. In that, we collected for 5 years, and this graph represents that in 2019-20, the import of the tractor was 52,223 lakh rupees, and in 23-24 it reduced to 25,480 lakh rupees. Means we are the global hub for the tractor, and we are not dependent on the other countries. Even if we see the export, our export in tractor is higher and it is increasing day by day. Major countries where we export the tractors are United States, Netherlands, South Africa, Brazil and Bangladesh. The tractor export for the different power range. If we see in 22 and 23, the highest share is from 51 HP. But in 23-24, the trend has changed. That the 51 HP plus tractors share is 49%, while the share from 21 to 30 HP tractors increased from 70% to 23%, and also for 41 to 50 HP tractors increased from 70% to 24%. If we see the different manufacturer, the highest share is from the Sonalika tractor, followed by Mahindra and others. And now the agriculture machinery trade. The agricultural machinery other than tractors, the export is much lesser, but import is higher in case of agriculture machinery. In 2019-20, the import is 36,202 rupees in lakh, and in 23-24 it's 48,089 rupees in lakh, while the export has increased from 12,138 rupees in lakh to 23,395 lakh rupees in lakh. So we are now exporting machinery, and we are making self-reliant. In 2024, the majority of agriculture machinery imports to India, other than tractors, came from China, which is about 89%, and followed by USA, Taiwan, and remaining 4% is supplied by other countries. During the same period, the machinery was exported to Turkey, USA, Mexico, and Kenya, Nigeria, which has similar weather conditions as well as similar climate like India. That's why we exported machinery. Different types of farm machinery, import and export. Here, if we see total import, the import increased from this data is in quantity. It increased from 12 lakh 19,773 to 45 lakh 1,823. Means we are importing more farm machinery. We are getting more machinery from other countries, and we are using that higher cost machineries. But while we see export, the export decreased from 19 lakh 83,786 to 15 lakh 94,082. It means the export decreases and import increases. Means we rely on the other countries for the agriculture farm machinery and mainly the components of the agriculture farm machinery. The similar trend for the post-harvest machinery also, as well as machinery for animal husbandry also. The similar trend was observed. In animal husbandry days, the import was decreased from 22-23 to 23-24, and export also decreased. Lastly, there is a need to focus on affordable machinery, developing affordable locally manufactured equipment tailored to Indian farming condition, enhancement of local manufacturing capacity to reduce dependence on imports and make machinery more accessible. Then the government should consider policies that incentivize local manufacturing, and also strengthening the export strategies. Building a reputation for reliable, affordable machinery can open new opportunities to boost the economy. Thank you.
Thank you. We can have one question.
morning, Chairperson, respected coordinator, respected reporter, respected scientist over here. I am Pritam Khada, junior agronomist and PhD student, presenting here. Next. Next. Presenting here to evaluate the contribution of tillage in cost reduction and adapting conservation agriculture for the sorghum. I am sorghum agronomist. Next. Regarding sorghum, sorghum is a traditional crop. Yes, we know all. It is required for food, fodder, and fuel. For requirement is more in sorghum. Then also nowadays area is going to reduce. Last year International Millet Year also we celebrated for improve the awareness regarding this millet crop. And in sorghum there are major cause of reduction in area is labor issue for harvesting and increasing cost. So in how we can go, we are working in Eclipse Center. So how we work in this regard, we try from the starting of sowing of tillage and tillage operation. In case of Kharif sorghum, we found that if we go for the trend of weather trend in Marathwada region, maximum rainfall occur in month of October and up to the October, from June, July, August, September and October. After in Rabi season we couldn't found the rainfall and farmer grow the crop on residual moisture only. Next. For this study, evaluating performance of Rabi sorghum and different village practices, economic impact and interaction. Next. This is experimental detail. We plot the experiment in split plot design with use of Supercoti variety, and in treatment we use conventional tillage, zero tillage, reduced tillage, and in residual with mulch or without mulch in 4 irrigation. Next. Data shows that this definitely conventional tillage shows higher grade in fodder GMR, NMR than zero and reduced tillage, because in case of mulch we found that with mulch is produce higher grade fodder in GMR, NMR and DC ratio. Interaction is found significant. Next. With that interaction, conventional tillage with mulch is give higher yield and which found at par with reduced tillage. Next, this is ancillary data for that. In this also, in case of slant height, found that conventional tillage and reduced tillage found at for the sorghum crop. Next. In case of energy output, although the zero tillage give higher energy output, then also in great yield, because in zero tillage we require we use less tillage implement, very low. That may be give higher energy productivity. Next, general view of that trial, mulching was done. Next. In conclusion, I would like to say that as a title, reduction of cost, maybe some question has arise. You are going to say conventional tillage is giving higher yield and NMR, GMR, and how it is reduction. In case of sorghum crop, and we think about the area of Marathwada, we have black cotton soil, heavy black cotton soil maximum. That time zero tillage is very hard to use. Zero tillage technology, but in case of conventional tillage, rather than conventional tillage, farmer can go with the minimum tillage, because previous crop is soybean crop for this area, and with that soybean crop they can go with the minimum tillage. Reduction in cost definitely lower than conventional tillage, and yield is at par with the conventional tillage. That is my conclusion of this trial. Thank you. Next.
We will have question after this next question.
Second.
My second presentation was study of the effect of land configuration and integrated nutrient management on yield attribute and on yield of Parbhani Shakti variety. Next, Parbhani Shakti variety is biofortified variety specially released for Kharif and Rabi season. This area is popular for Kharif and Rabi season sowing area. In Kharif season, rainfall fluctuation is higher, and when we go with the rainfall, we see the trend of rainfall. We found higher rainfall in month of June, July, and sometimes in September, August and September also. And that time we unable to do the interculture operation. So next. This is experimental side. In experimental, we saw BBF flatbed and ridges and furrow along with the different fertilizer management practices. Next. We use BBF. In BBF and flatbed, generally farmer adopt flatbed in sorghum crop, and there is no plant population, proper plant population followed by the farmer. And also they face the different issues of disease, pest and interculture operation, and they cause a reduction in yield or quality of produce. That's why in BBF we found higher yield, and which is at par with the flatbed, and ridges and furrow is not suitable for the sorghum crop. Next. In case of moisture also, we recorded good moisture conservation in BBF practice for the Rabi crop. Next. This is practice. Then next. These are crop stands. Next. In case of broadband furrow, we found that crop stand is good, and also interculture operation, to follow the interculture operation is very easy. Then the flatbed and ridges and furrow. In ridges and furrow, crop stand is very low, and it is very difficult to adapt by the farmer. It is not so easy to adapt by the farmer, and cost consuming also. Then the flatbed and BBF. Therefore, farmer can go with the BBF for moisture conservation and easy to interculture operation. That is a conclusion from this experiment. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Now we can have questions.
Can you explain detail conventional tillage in US?
Conventional tillage. Yes, sir.
What practices you are?
Yes, from land preparation.
In land preparation, what you are using? What equipment? What type of tillage?
In land preparation flow rotation. What do you say?
That you have to know. You have to explain because
You can sign
Yes.
in Hindi or Marathi, whatever you like.
Yes, sir.
मराठीमध्ये बोला.
हो, आपण नांगरणी केली तसं खुरपणी केली
कन्व्हेन्शनल टिलेज आणि झिरो टिलेज
हां.
मिनिमम टिलेज त्या कन्व्हेन्शनल टिलेजमध्ये नेमकं काय केलं?
कन्व्हेन्शनल टिलेज मध्ये सर आपण लँड प्रिपरेशन पासून सोइंग हार्वेस्टिंग इंटर
आफ्टर
She is the economist, sir. Actually, she is not a publisher.
even though she should explain what tillage practices she
यस
has
तो आपण
yes.
नांगर फ्लोइंग केली सर
You are different previous crop, which previous crop?
हां
Previous crop in that sorghum?
सोयाबीन
सोयाबीन हार्वेस्ट केल्यानंतर काय केलं?
सर सोयाबीन हार्वेस्ट केल्यानंतर आपण हॅरोइंग केली त्याच्यामध्ये हॅरोइंग केल्यानंतर आपण सोइंग
With which equipment?
ट्रॅक्टर ऑपरेटेड
काही करत आजकाल कोणी करत नाही. That's why I am asking you question.
Okay, okay. We are ready.
No, sir.
Yes,
Sir, this is very good experiment. That conventional tillage and zero tillage, we are actually adopted and many times zero tillage, but the yield in zero tillage is very less. So she has shown that the conventional tillage operation is better than other operations.
but our results are showing that reduced tillage is better than the conventional as well as European.
conventional
So, no, that's why I am asking. Sir,
better.
Yes, better.
no, that's why I am asking what is conventional tillage and reduced tillage. That is
That you have to explain.
Yes, in reduced tillage, sir, we not follow the land preparation. We follow only when the row of the sowing flow along. We are sowing going by city without land preparation. And that land is ready only the area where you sow.
What you have done in zero tillage?
Sir, zero tillage after harvesting of soybean crop directly sown by the seed drill, sir.
That's why I am asking what is the difference between zero tillage and reduced tillage.
And
Then also you have to open the furrow, put the seed.
yes, sir. But in minimum tillage, sir, we have scope for the combined operation, sir. We have scope for that.
Which percentage will you use for that purpose, zero tillage or reduced tillage? Is there any difference in both percentage?
Sir, in machinery, we
Are you associated with diamond agriculture project?
no, sir. And in liquid solar.
At which place?
Yes, sir. Sir.
Can you explain which machine you use for zero tillage sowing and another for reduced tillage?
Sir, we use silicon fertilizer for
Yeah, is there anyone who is left but may presentation? Anyone presentation schedule like for this place that is present here right now? Addition? Okay, please now, quick. One more. And then you will ask.
yes.
Can have your device because this is not formal presentation as schedule. Any comments for this session? Please. Yeah, see, it's starting.
Good morning, everyone. As the time is brief, I will begin with the presentation. Today I'm going to present on digitalization in seed quality assessment. So, why digitalization? Because the manual analysis for one sample takes around 20 minutes, which is very time consuming in the season period. Here we have a solution which works very fast. So, non-destructive quality control, documented, so in the future we can always track the back record, and it's fit for our necessities and it's adaptive as per our requirement. What we are doing manual will be done automatically. So everybody now knows what is imaging and all, but we can just not take a picture and go with any software which is available on Google and do the analysis. We need one systematic and a documented technology for analysis. So here we have a combination of a spectroscopy, machine learning and AI and imaging, which makes it spectral imaging or multispectral imaging. And the technology is like this. Like in RGB, we have only the red, green, blue imaging we are using as in any scanners or any cameras or any remote sensing devices. But here in our instrument we have around 19 spectral bands, which starts from the UV, visible and NIR. So we have around 19 images per, as you can see in the bottom. This is how the machine is built. We have the LED light
light source, which is in the center, and the camera on the top, and the sample is represented at the bottom. We have a lot of applications in all seeds, grains, nuts, spices, horticulture, floriculture, processed foods, all have a different application, but we can use one machine for analysis. So the very first is the seed health. The seed quality assessment, like seed fungal, and like we have the infected corn, infected with aflatoxin and all. So we use ELISA in the laboratory, which is a costly affair, and the more costly affair is the molecular biotechnology instruments. But when we have to analyze a large number of area, we have digitalization, which gives the quantification. Like the first is the barley infected, and the one is the below right is a image of the processed fungus, which we can identify and quantify. What we can do the seed health and the seed quality and seed purity, like size, shape, color, fungus, surface structure, any kind of broken grains, infected, foreign pressure.
I told he is coming, sir.
Yeah, the commercial trial against our instruments versus Indian International Laboratory. With the LMCBA, we have got the pure seed trial identification as 99.9%, inert matter 85%, other seeds identified in the required seed as 99, germinal seeds 92, and the plant parts or foreign matter is 97.8%. And the reference, like our technology, that is a multispectral imaging technology versus the laboratory, we have got the pure seeds very much near 99% in the both other seeds. The differences between our and the lab result is just 0.06, and inert matter, in case of inert matter, is maximum to 0.05%. Okay, we have also application in the gene bank. Like in the universities, we have a lot of seeds which physical phenotypes has to be digitalized. So the same instrument can be used in the application for the gene bank. It is used in Philippines. Then the variety identification, the first one is Brassica tunica, Brassica nepis, and the Brassica rapa. We could easily identify the difference between the Brassica tunica and the rapa in the case of in the mixed sample of a Brassica nepis. Okay, it's another application is in the case of seed coating. We can analyze how much material is required for the seed coat, whether the seeds are perfectly coated or not, the color, the heterogeneity, any kind of, like it's a major problem is in the cotton seed when the seed coating is not done correctly. During the storage period, the seeds gets infected. That's the market problem we have faced. So we can analyze that any kind of a pinhole is not there, and the seed coats are coated in a perfect amount without wasting the costly material. So we have application from breeding, seed technology, sowing, growing, and even the selling point of it. We have different options. The same application we can have in a portable mode where we cannot bring the plants to the lab, so we can carry the machine to the fields. We can analyze all the growing stages of any kind of a crop, and it's all customizable. Whatever crop you need, we can use the machine for it. This is our benchtop and the benchmark instrument. It is used for we can analyze the 1 kg of corn in just 5 minutes, and as per the requirement standard, 50 gram of mustard seeds take 5 minutes. Paddy samples around 80 grams, it takes 10 minutes. So it depends on the density of the grain, and the instrument is like the funnel. We roll the sample, it will be moving through the conveyor belt and will be analyzed automatically on the computer, and we will get the result in just 5 minutes. we can have more number of samples. Okay, yeah, this is one instrument for research. It's the extended part with the robotic. We can separate the required grains from the seed lot and go further for a microculture or further analysis or further any kind of separation. So like the speed is 2,500 seeds per minute, we can separate on the basis of size. Okay, this is another new launch which is electronic monitoring device for insect. It's completely non-destructive and it's a first ever electronic sensor. Portable, we have to just take this device into our grounds or when we the engineering mock in the grains and it's working on the principle of nanocrystalline electronic sensing technology and it will reduce of the food loss and the pesticide application of pesticides on storage food product. So, thank you everyone for listening.
Very only one, sir. What are the prices of this equipment and what is the availability repair maintenance?
Hello.
Yes,
May I know what is the cost of this equipment?
yeah.
Sir,
It varies. We have a lot of instruments, like from portable to desktop and then the robotic. So depending on your requirement, there could be a price range. It starts from 15 lakhs. It starts from 15 lakhs to 1 crore, 1.5 crore. So it is for the laboratory. We are working on economical solutions also. But sir, basically, it's when we are looking for economic, there is no repeatability of the machine, like we are working with ISTA, International Seed Testing Authority, and it gives us pride that videometer is a one instrument which is used worldwide for a seed testing. And in India, we are also working with a lot of seed companies and seed universities and seed agencies to promote that, and soon we have a lot of good results.
I have a question. Thank you for very good development. I just wanted to say that can we use this system to say that whether the seeds are of sowable level?
Viability of the
Yeah,
seed.
not the viability, means the seed is ready to be seeded in the field. Can we do that or using maybe another software which says that we are taking photographs and software says, okay, this is very good to be seeded.
Right. Yeah, we can do that. That's not a problem. We have a lot of applications for different companies. Like we are doing a capsaicin test in a red chili for the same instrument. One person is using the fine for the finished good. Another company is using for variety identification. Another one is using in a gene bank. So there are a lot of applications and around 800 plus Google articles, and we say the research articles are published in Google.
Practical problem is sometimes we buy seeds and we go to the field and then we see like 60% germination or so.
Yes.
So at NSC level, for example, when seeds are being sold to the farmers, at that time if this kind of tools are available, and there we can measure and see that okay, predicted viability or predicted germination is 95% or 99%, and then we send the seeds to the farmers.
Yeah, for the 4 crops,
And
this research is done, and you can find it on Google. The 4 crops, this research is already done. Like you put a dry seed, and you can get the result whether the seeds would be viable or not. But itself is a research-based product because every seed is different. We cannot use one data for another seed. So for 4 crops, it's done worldwide, and the remaining are in water.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
You can have seat and if anyone has a query, you can have interaction during the break also.
It's
okay. one lead paper plus 6 presentation and 2 from agronomist. It's 4 paper from agriculture engineers were presented. So response is poor as usual in most of the ISA convention. But participation is good, particularly in this session. I appreciate it. And papers were good. Some presentations were good. 2 presentations were similar from IIT Kharagpur about the contact area and how it affects impacting efficiency. 2 were also similar from here about the heat effect on sorghum and same sorghum. Yeah, sorghum, both were on sorghum. By using different village practices, also seeing practices. And one was related to trade information in trade, particularly export and import data on trade. And so yeah, Satish was on energy utilization pattern. That was also good, particularly for information providing how we can mechanize small farms. So this was all we can brief about the presentation. So I thank my colleague Dr. Rahman Saab for helping me in conducting this session. I also thank both the rapporteur for noting down the recommendations for this session, and I also thank all the participants for interacting on most of the or all the presentations which were held in this session. And participation is good, particularly there are a number of new faces. I think maybe students on that side. Yeah. So, but I expect you also to interact and make presentations in future conventions. So with these words, I thank the organizer for providing the opportunity to chair this session. And I also thank all the presenters as well as all the participants for participating in this session. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I extend my sincere thanks to both the chairmen and rapporteurs, all presenters and participants. Thank you very much. So we are ending the first session of this theme for mechanization. Then I would like to give a memento to the lead paper presenter, Dr. C.R. Mehta. Sir, please. We will resume the next session another 5 minutes. Tea is arranged in the downstairs, so you can go to downstairs and take the tea. I think I've already circulated here, already given, so morning. So we can start another 5 minutes.